Hello, you beautiful, beautiful souls. Welcome to your Aquarius video and welcome to Aquarius by Aquarius. I'm your host, Colleen, and I'm creating this video for you on November 28th or 29th, 2025. Keep in mind, tarot is timeless. I'm only giving you the date. That way you know I don't repost. And if you do like my videos, I post at least 2 fresh videos for you every single day. One at 6 p.m. and one at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And if you like to chat and hang out with other people, love to have you in the 10:30 p.m. chat, because we go live. We have a live chat at 10:30 p.m. on YouTube if you want to check that out. Anyways, before I do start your reading, I want to be the first one to tell you guys that you're so beautiful and you're so needed in this world. And I want to thank each and every one of you for being here, for sharing your time and your energy with me. I value you and the divine values you. And thank you so much for hanging out. I truly appreciate it. My fingers are red. They have red dye, or a little bit of red dye. It's not completely red, but I dyed my hair red, and it's on my fingertips. So just so you know, I don't have dirty fingernails. I just can't get it off anyway. I tried. So in the pre-shuffle, we have also, if you hear a dinosaur growling in the background, that's just my stomach. I've been fasting all day and it literally sounds like a T-Rex from inside going roar. Anyways, some of you might have a totem that's a T-Rex. Pre-shuffle, I got a lot of energy of somebody is wondering if you still want them even though you don't need them. Or even though you don't need them financially. So I don't know who that could be for. Maybe it was a personal message, but usually when I come up to the table and I start pre-shuffling, it's never for me. Okay, it's never for me. So I don't know if your finances are doing better or if they are about to. I don't know who this could be, even if the same message is going to come out. But I feel like that was what came out in the pre-shuffle. You know, somebody is wondering if you still want them, even though you don't need them. And if it has to do with finances, it might be somebody who relies on people to need them for finances, and that's how they keep people in their life. So that's kind of an interesting either love language, or someone it has been used to always needing to make the money to get love. Now I can, it kind of reminds me of like Al Bundy, if anybody remembers that show from the 90s, Married with Children. Nobody really wanted much to do with them, but on payday, everybody was there like, give me that payday, and so if that might relate, but we're going to see what actually wants to come out again. Show me what I need to see here for this beautiful Aquarian energy. And keep in mind, Sun, Moon, Rising, North Node, Venus, wherever you have strong Aquarius placements. Now, Aquarius and Venus, someone else's love language, okay, might have something to do with literally someone who gives gifts or gives money, and that's how they get love. Again, someone is like, does Aquarius still love me, want me, or need me, even though they don't need me, right? So that means if you do want this person, if you do want to be around them, it has nothing to do with anything that they can give you other than company, and which that's the right way to be. So I have guilt, I have gossip, and I have instinct. And I have instinct in the reverse. I have gossip in the upright, and I have also guilt in the reverse. So this is also telling me right here, there's somebody else involved. All right. I'm going to hold it back here because I have dye on my fingers. Who is going to... Yeah, I just closed the cabinet. So maybe there's something about closing the door. Maybe somebody closed the door. All right. Maybe on you here is what I want to feel, because something to do with gossip. We have the heart chakra right here, color with green. And then we have the crown chakra with instinct in reverse. And we have masculine energy with this, what is this? No, sorry, not masculine. This is sacral chakra energy. This is feminine energy. Okay. It could be a feminine, all right? Even with the sacral chakra energy, that's like, the mother, okay, or the womb, all right? And somebody could definitely have been a parent, or someone close to this person, all right, who could have influenced them, made them feel guilty, especially if it has something, or you, when it comes to probably some sort of action here, because that's what I had got with the pre-shuffle. All right, let's pull some more. Yeah, see, this is the thing, discovery. See, I feel like you have found a way to love yourself. Maybe you always did, okay? But this pink energy is like love, and this is also the root chakra. And then we have another one here, complacency. And I feel like this is someone's energy who, does Aquarius love me? Would they love me? Because there's something about this person that they feel like them alone isn't good enough for you. And it looks like you've discovered to love yourself. I feel like this person doesn't... There's something about this person's crown chakra or third eye chakra being blocked, but it has a lot to do with the influences around them. So someone is in the energy of being more worried about what others think about them. And it's others who are close to them, obviously. Okay. But if this person was following their own gut instinct, and if this person was loving themselves, they would definitely not be worried about what someone else thinks. And I think this is another reason why I feel like it's external to you, because, maybe I'm wrong. I know how I am as an Aquarius sun sign and an Aquarius Venus. I really could care less about what people think. I've always went the opposite direction. You know what I mean? When someone said, you can't do this, I always was like, well, watch me. But maybe that's my Leo rising. I'm a little fiery like that. But somebody really cares and what someone close to them thinks. And it gives me that, vibe of, good son, good daughter, or whoever these influences close to them, they really care about what these people think. But there's a person here drinking in the background and sort of in this guilt. And here's a person here who is close to them. All right. And it could be somebody who genuinely loves a person who is thinking about you. They love that person and they probably gave them advice, but maybe it's, because there's someone drinking over here. So if someone's drinking, and I feel like they want to get out of the guilt. They don't have to be drinking, but there's someone who wants to get out of the guilt. And I feel like with whoever is ironing this purple cloth here, this purple in the reverse, this crown chakra, it could be somebody near them gave them advice, who loves them, but they're also not opened up. Their crown chakra might not be opened up. Their third eye might not be opened up. And what's weird is the person who's drinking, they are opened up, but these people near them are the reason that they're not making an action. But now I feel like the only reason they're not taking action now is because you don't need them, or they perceive you as you don't need them. So let's get into the tarot, because I will talk too much. I'm drinking homemade coffee today, but maybe I'll start putting my McDonald's coffee readings with a disclaimer. I don't know. I do love coffee and tea. I grew up on them. So we're going to see what literally wants to come out. I know that somebody wants to come your way. I know that somebody's instincts were dead on, even if it's sad that there's somebody who could be a drinker and they have better instincts than somebody near them who is a family member, because it's showing up that way. And they want to come in. They want to come in, but they feel like you don't need them because you're loving yourself. But maybe this person needs you so they can love themselves, and not worry about what these people say. And there's a house in the background. It could be someone that they share a home with or did share a home with, like family. It gives me that good son, good daughter, good parent you know, that type of relationship vibe. But definitely whoever's close to them, they're worried about that. And they're trying to honor them. Meanwhile, Ten of Pentacles is in the reverse. Somebody is thinking about their legacy here, okay? And maybe their legacy with you. And we have the Hermit in the reverse. That is Virgo energy. And then we have the Ace of Cups right here, right next to that. You know, this person has so much love for you. But whoever is near them, they feel will not approve of you. And this is a person who they could have breadcrumbed you, but they're absolutely clear about who you are to them. Let's get the rest of the cards and then we'll clarify. Yeah, Judgment. So I really feel this person is taking judgment into their own hands. They're not telling anyone. We have the Moon here, but you see how they're taking flight. Okay, so I feel like somebody is making a decision because this is their life. This is their legacy. And you know what? If they love you and their family doesn't approve, you know, it's still their life. It's their legacy with you. And they're really realizing that. We have a home in the reverse. We have the Chariot here and the Hierophant in the reverse. So, and the Lovers. So this is somebody who feels that you're definitely a closer or a very close connection to them. Okay. But these other people are also close. So it doesn't make me feel, you know, I don't know. I don't know who these people are. But with the Lovers, the Four of Wands, that's a lot of, it can be divine counterpart energy, but it doesn't have to be. I feel like someone is going to go against whatever teachings someone has taught them. And they're going to follow their own instinct. And you're about ready to hear from them. If this is your reading, obviously it's it's a collective reading for Aquarius, but it's not easy. Whatever they're about to tell you, it's not easy for them. And it's even harder because they feel like you don't need them. Or maybe they feel like you've moved on from them. Yeah, Ace of Cups in the reverse. It's like, do you love me too? Or do you want this with me? Do you want to explore this with me? And it could be about legacy. With the Ace of Cups reverse, the Ten of Pentacles reverse, it could be about they want to have a family with you or whatever. They want a long time, okay? They want a long time. And I'm not being cheesy, okay? They don't want to love you a long time. They want you in their life. And I feel like it's bothering them so much. It could be guilt or whatever. But it's almost like it's more important to know that this person is going to follow their instinct because they didn't follow their instinct because of these people around them. At least a couple of people around them. Ace of Swords is in the reverse with the Ace of Cups in the reverse. But the Moon is in the upright. So they're not telling anyone how they feel about you. And Six of Pentacles. They're about ready to come and balance things out. Two of Cups is here. And Seven of Cups is reversed. So this person 100% chooses you. Even though that these people may gossip about you. Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn on the bottom. And there's these people right here behind that Five of Swords. There's going to be a lot of... I heard hoopla. What is hoopla? There's going to be a lot of hoopla. I got to look these words up. Hoopla. It's probably a slang, right? Or an acronym? I don't know. But anyway, there's going to be a lot of fuss over you and this person. Or they perceive it like that. So let's clarify here. Tell me about that Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse, please. I mean, it looks like this person may want to settle down with you. I don't know what it is. I feel like you're going to know what it is that people don't like, you know, that people would gossip about. You're going to know. You're going to be like, yeah, we have different backgrounds. We have age difference or whatever, you know. But this person, the guilt is just sort of eating them up. And it's really eating them up because they followed advice from someone close to them. Here is this Ace of Pentacles. This is the first step to the Ten of Pentacles. And here's the Devil right next to it. So this is like an obsession here. Someone could have Capricorn in their chart. Strong earth, whoever this is. And whatever has kept this person from you, it definitely seems like people near them and what they were saying about maybe you or the connection, or they're just afraid. Like they know these people, they know how these people are near them, and they know that they'll gossip about you guys. So whatever that is. But now we have judgment here. And this person is so obsessed, okay, with this, building this legacy or having this legacy with you or doing this with you. This looks like a relationship, a long term, like the one. Sharing the home, growing whatever together. They're obsessed with this, but they're not telling these people near them because they know these people near them will make some issue. We have the World here, and we have the Page of Wands. This person's going to reach out, and the whole thing is, you know, we do have major awakenings happening. And the day I make this video, there's a lot of solar flares happening today, and you know, you might even experience glitches. Like I was trying to call my daughter. I was trying to get some Black Friday deals and I was trying to call my daughter, and she never even got the message or anything. It didn't even come through. So it's like that. Even this person is not going to give these people near them the message that they're thinking about you, and it looks like they're taking some sort of action, judgment toward you. Give me a card for that judgment. You don't even know it. Wow. Yes, this person. You're the one. You're the one this person wants. You're the one that makes this person happy. This person is, and again, there's 3 people here. There could be 2 people close to this person who have told them to do otherwise, but not come toward you. And they're obsessed now. They're obsessed because they went against their own instincts. They're tired of feeling guilty. With the Moon card here, they're not revealing this, okay? They could have also had a dream with the Moon card and with the 7 of Cups over here. The 6 of Cups, I don't see that, but I mean, there is enough energy that, yeah, they could have even had a dream. But we have right here the Wheel of Fortune. It's Sagittarius energy. It's Saggy season. And someone could have that in their chart. But this is the time. All right. This is the time. So if this person was listening to these others who are close to them, now is the time for them not to. And that's what it's showing up here energetically. Energetically, it's like, well, they're not going to listen to these people anymore. And they're coming in. Whatever they're coming in to say, it is damn hard for them. And it's like if everybody was to say to this person, you know, you shouldn't settle down. You know, you shouldn't settle down. You should wait a little longer and see what else is out there. Some might even say you're too young to settle down. Some might even say you don't have enough money to settle down. You don't have enough resources to have a family. You know, I don't know what they're saying. But we have King of Wands and the reverse, and that's Leo energy, and it's here next to the Ace of Cups. And somebody could be saying, yeah, but that's not the life I want, or the person you want me to be with is not the person I want to be with. They're clear about it, but they haven't told whoever these people are around them, especially 2 people. They haven't told these 2 people that they really want to be with you, that you're the one. And they haven't told you either, because King of Swords reverse, the 6 of Pentacles reverse, and the Lovers reverse. They haven't even told you that you're the one that they love or want to be with. And they haven't told you how guilty they feel about listening to these other people near them. Tell me about the 7 of Cups in the reverse. They've told no one. It seems like they're just holding on to it because they're afraid of judgment. But now they're taking judgment into their own hands, and they're coming in to tell you this is difficult. This is difficult. And again, it's, you know, it's whatever this is, they went against their own instinct. They trusted this person closest to them. They trusted their instincts more than their own. And they want to get out of the guilt. Another thing is, if somebody was heavily influenced and also using coping mechanism to try to pretend they were happy in their life, if they get some sort of clarity, not drink or something like that, get some sort of clarity, maybe they should get a McDonald's large sugar-free coffee. That'll give them some clarity. That'll give them some pep in their step too. Give me a card for that 7 of Cups in the reverse. Ace of Swords. Ace of Swords is here twice. Up here it's in the reverse, not telling anybody how they feel, not telling anyone right now. But they have already chosen you. They already know how they feel about you. They already know that they want to be with you. And they don't want to sleep with anybody else. They might have somebody near them who is ready to be with them, sleep with them, but no. They just want you. Like, you are it with the Devil card. Like, they can't think of anything but you. And there's some sort of guilt tied to this because they didn't follow their instinct. And it's almost like, listening to your mom or your dad or your whoever close to you, and then, just saying, look, this is what I want. And they're like, no, that ain't for you. That happens. People have told you, no, don't do that. And then you regretted it. Well, this is this person. They regret not doing this. They regret not telling you. They regret not making action toward you. But if it's like the pre-shuffle, now they're like, well, maybe even Aquarius doesn't want me now because, again, there's something tied to their, I want to say ego, but there's something tied to their confidence and the money they make. They think probably you wouldn't want them if they didn't have money, or that, but there is something about that. There's something about money and value, and that's how they are used to getting valued. But I know, Aquarius, you didn't value this person based on money. That's not your bag. That's not what you do. That's not what you do. So I feel like this person places a lot of value on money, and they pride themselves that I'm a good catch because I have this and I can offer this. But what you have to offer is love without money. Money is good. Believe me, it buys freedom, and you have experiences. But you're not going to settle down with them because they have money. You're not going to be their person because they have money. I think they're uncomfortable with that. I think that's how they hook people. Tell me about the 10 of Cups. Yeah. Excuse me, 2 of Cups. I said 10 of Cups, 2 of Cups. They want to come together and they want to live with you. They want to come together and they want to live with you. 4 of Cups reversed. They're going to stop waiting and holding out because, again, they're holding out because of these 2 other people near them. But I feel like they're going to come toward you without saying anything to these people because I feel like they don't want to hear it anymore. I think they don't want to hear what these people have to say anymore. The Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. We have Aries, Leo, Sag in the reverse, and we have this one pentacle that they're working on. Again, they pride themselves in the money because they've been taught. I feel they've been taught. The Hierophant was in the reverse. It wanted to come out. It didn't. Tell me about that Page of Pentacles in the reverse. Yeah, 7 of Cups in the reverse. It's here twice. And King of Cups. They're in love with you, damn it. They're in love with you. They're holding back. They could have water in their chart. It doesn't really matter. It's the energy of the cards is that they're in love. These cards literally landed on the 2 of Cups and the 4 of Wands. You could be seeing 1111. Temperance is in the reverse. We have the Star in the upright, and we have the 5 of Wands, and we have the 9 of Swords. And they're really stressing out about this. They could have even woken up with a dream about you. I've got 3 cards that can talk about dream now. We have Sagittarius with the Temperance, but it's in the reverse. And there's something about bringing some sort of, I feel like it's how they're feeling, honestly. This Temperance reverse, they're not doing too good because they ignored their own instincts when it came to you. Tell me about Temperance in the reverse. Yeah. They're angry because they listened to these people. Again, it keeps showing up, the Three of Cups. They are angry because they listened to these people and they continued to do what it is. Like if they said, look, you should just date, you're too young, or you should just find someone else. Okay, they're angry because they knew. They probably felt it in their instinct and they didn't listen to themselves. Give me a card for this Five of Wands. Is it options, other people? Who is it? The Sun, reverse. And Death, reverse on the bottom. And Nine of, Swords. So this is also them thinking about you, okay? They're thinking a lot about you, and, you know, if you've changed about them completely, or if you maybe would change back. Two of Wands, they're really thinking about coming in, and, you know, they might, Six of Cups. This is a person, I'm telling you, they cannot stop thinking about you. And it's even harder for them not to think about you when they're alone, like when they wake up or when they go to bed, because that's when they really can't keep busy. They probably keep busy a lot at work or whatever because they seem to pride themselves. They seem to have been taught that you're not really worth as much broke. And it's really kind of sad. Tell me about that Leo in the reverse. The Sun. I got two Leo cards and they're in the reverse. So there could be a Leo leaving, but someone could have that in their chart. Tell me about the Sun reverse. King of Cups, but I wanted to come out here sideways, and Eight of Swords. So this person is about ready to talk, even though it's very difficult for them. And we do have Sagittarius in the reverse here twice, but we also have the King of Cups. And we have the Nine of Pentacles, you know, and then Gemini, Virgo after that. This person is separating themselves, at least from one energy, but they are definitely going to follow the instinct that they had about you all along that they didn't follow. This person is in love with you and they're not telling you. This person ignored you or whatever because they were worried about what two people would say. At least two people, but there's a group of people here. But you're the one that they want. The stars in the upright. It also looks like you are unaware of this. It also looks like they're not telling anyone either. So you could see them and they could just come up out of the blue somewhere. Signs that I got here right now. I have Scorpio, Capricorn. Well, I have all the earth energy, okay? And I have fire. I have earth, fire, water, and earth, fire, water, and air, okay? You're here twice. Scorpio, Capricorn, Pisces. Like I said, Leo is here twice. Gemini is here twice. Virgo is here. And Sagittarius. Anyway, we're going to close out here with an angel card. This person is coming in, all right? They're halfway, and it's a mental thing for them. But the guilt of them not following their own intuition is eating them up. And now, literally, it looks like you have found your self-love. And so now this person doesn't even know if you even feel the same, if you want them. But again, if you don't need their money, they're kind of looking at it like that. Like there's something about, they value themselves based on how much money they have. That's strong here. Anyway, we have patience, and it says, now is the time to learn, study, and gather information. Enjoy being a student, because in the future, you will synthesize your knowledge into action. So whoever needs to hear that. And we have victory. Your desire is coming to fruition, so keep up the good work. So whatever you're learning, whatever you're working on, keep doing that. This person has got to get beyond their fear and make their way to you. You can't help them get beyond their fear. They have to battle this with how people feel about them. They have to battle this where they feel that they're only valued by money. They have to battle that. maybe you didn't have money and that's what people said, oh, you should find someone in your class. Who knows? But they got to deal with that. You keep working and learning on whatever you're doing now. That's what your advice is from Spirit. Anyway, guys, I love you. I will see you in your next video, and namaste, my friends.